are seeing a change in the pattern coming, just not quite there yet, but at least it has made its way onto our 7-day forecast. Next couple of mornings, though, and nights will be the fog to contend with. And visibility starting to drop down near the coast. Another fog advisory in effect until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Most locations, visibilities have been fine. And looking out toward downtown, a little haze. We do have a little low cloudiness, but last several nights it's been worse than this at 10 o'clock. 68 degrees our current temperature. Now, the dew point and temperature only 1 degree apart, so humidity is up to 96%. Wouldn't take much to see some fog to develop at Kenner. Temperatures are in the 60s. Dew points also in the 60s, so we are not going to fall much more than we are right now. So another very mild to almost kind of warm night and morning. Winds light but out of the south, and there is a little breeze at times. Now, although 5 and 10 miles may not seem like much, sometimes it doesn't take much wind to kind of mix up the surface and prevent that low cloudiness from settling all the way down. So maybe some areas don't get the fog overnight tonight, and it will be more patchy in nature, I think. We'll have that upper high finally starting to kind of erode and get squashed down into the Gulf as this weak little disturbance. What we call this is a short wave trough. We have long wave troughs, which will be moving toward the west coast, and little short wave. This is a short wave, a weak little system. What that's going to help to do is push a front into the area by Sunday and bring in a chance for some showers. No dry air, no cool air with it. Maybe a slight drop in humidity by a few degrees, but this is the upper trough that we've been waiting for, at least I have, for the colder air. And it's going to tap into cold Canadian air and really force it across much of the nation. Before that happens, we're going to see the kind of proper environment for the chance of severe weather before that line moves in, the cold front that is. Now, the severe risk starts mainly to our north and west Tuesday going into Wednesday morning. The bullseye for really any severe weather will likely be more to our north. Now, that's not to say we won't see anything here, but the greater risk does look to be more north of the state line. And as we get closer to that 1, 2, and 3 day forecast from the Storm Prediction Center, the severe forecast will be a little bit better fine-tuned. We are, though, going to be tapping into some very cold air, which for the most part has been bottled up either well into Canada or really just into the northern states. But that is going to change, and it looks like a change in the upper pattern where we get more of these upper troughs and several reinforcing cold fronts on the way. In fact, this takes us through next Monday, and looks like another deepening trough will kind of reinforce that. So not to say each and every day through the rest of December will be cold or even chilly, but even if we do see maybe a slight warm up, there should be another cold front on the horizon. And the next 8 to 14 day temperature outlook continues to reinforce the higher likelihood of those temperatures getting below normal and staying there. Weak front to our north will start moving our way for Sunday. That's what's triggering that chance for some showers. Not really expecting anything severe with the rainfall here. Low risk as that line moves into Texas and western Louisiana, but by the time it reaches us during the mid-morning and mid-afternoon hours, shouldn't be anything real strong. A few downpours here and there, and it's not going to last all day on Sunday, so some good news there. And then we're mostly dry Monday. A few spotty showers are back by Tuesday, and the timing for our stronger cold front still also being fine-tuned as the system is not yet there. Right now, the models were indicating more of an early morning Wednesday frontal passage, so most of our rain and storms would likely be in the morning Wednesday with temperatures dropping throughout the day and then remaining chilly on Thursday and Friday with more sunshine and again kind of a reinforcing front as we get into next week, which would then take us toward Christmas and hopefully